Hey everybody, Richter Knives here, your favorite knife tuber, episode number 227. I want to talk about carbon steel knives. I don't think you ought to be afraid of them. I know there's some folks out there and they have slip joints, they have modern knives, but they are afraid to use carbon steel. Sometimes not even afraid, but just unsure of what to expect or how to maintain them or how to store them, how to clean them, how to prevent rust, all those things. Really doesn't matter what climate you're in. It could be, by the beach, or it could be somewhere super dry. It doesn't matter. Carbon steel is going to need more care than your normal stainless steel. Now, there are stainless steel knives that rust too. I mean, some are way more susceptible than others. And you can do your research on that. But that's not really what I want to talk about today. There's a lot of people that have asked me here recently about how I take care of my carbon steel knives. And I just want to kind of put a video out there on it. So let's talk about real quick, why does carbon steel need care? Why can't you pull it out of the box like this one and use it and it doesn't rust? Well, unlike stainless, right? Carbon steel's, it's just more prone to rust and patina. And if you don't like that thing and it's not your thing, I completely get it. Completely get it. But to me, it's part of the character of the knife. A lot of collectors and users like the patina, and it kind of tells the story of the blade. See right here, this is not just one thing that I cut. This is not just, hey, I stuck that in an apple, left it overnight, pulled it out. That didn't happen. This is all natural, meaning that I would cut food with it, whether it be a steak, a pork chop, a tomato, a lime, whatever I'm cutting food wise, right? And I don't go out of my way to cut anything with this to make it look different. I know it's going to, so I just kind of take care of it. I don't want to neglect it, because that can lead to not a great looking patina, but also pitting and corrosion. That's what you don't want. Now, if you clean these well and you kind of do what I talk about in this video, I don't think you'll have a lot to worry about. Honestly, don't. I think these knives right here are just the bee's flipping knees. Is that even a word? I don't know. I just said it. It rhymed. And I just love these knives, man. I love the carbon steel. I love the patina. It just kind of, it makes it your own knife. I mean, you can do a lot of modding to a knife, flip and even etch your initials in it, whatever you want to do. But this right here tells a story. Like, this was in my pocket, and I cut this at this time, whether it was a sandwich at my daughter's birthday party. I don't know who has sandwiches at daughter's birthday parties, but I'm not saying that happened. I'm just saying, whatever it is, some of these stories I remember. I remember this knife when I carried it in my pocket about certain times. I think the knife is old school, like grandpa, old world. Just freaking, I can't explain the love I have for carbon steel and pocket knives. And I want everybody to be able to enjoy that. So let's talk about cleaning. When do I clean this thing? So pretty much every time I cut something, whether it be food, let's just say I cut a good nice steak. This is actually a magic eraser. It's got magic in it, but let's pretend for just a second this is a steak. So I cut the steak. Ooh, it's sharp. And I'm not going to let it sit there. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to immediately after use, and not 5 minutes in between cuts either, but immediately after use, I'll take my jeans, a napkin, my t-shirt, and I'm going to wipe it. I'm going to wipe it right off. I'm going to make sure that any food, or especially acidic materials like fruit, onions, or any kind of moisture is off of it and is dry, right? You don't really have to do much more than that, and it'll get its own patina. You don't have to force a patina. You don't have to stick it in an apple. You don't have to bathe it in lemon juice or vinegar or whatever. You don't have to do all that. Now, you can if you want to. It's up to you. I don't think you got to do all that stuff. I think this gives it more character. But just get you a simple microfiber cloth, even a napkin, you know, whatever you got. If you're in the field or in the woods or something, wipe it on your blue jeans. Just make sure it's dry. And so preventing rust, let's talk about that, because you don't want rust. That's what a lot of people are afraid of. How do you prevent rust? This is what you do. Now, a lot of old timers will tell you, get you some WT-20. And you know what it does? It stops squeaks. You know, you don't want it to be squeaky. Removes and protects, loosens rusted parts, frees sticky mechanisms, and drives out moisture. So, a lot of old timers tell you use WT-20. But I used to do that, but I don't now. Reason being is because I want to cut food with it sometimes. And I don't want, you know, I don't want to die. You may not die, but it tells you right here. Harmful or fatal if swallowed. So I don't want to put WT-20 down my back neck and be having fatal problems. What I do want to do is put food grade lube on it. So this is a good one, right? On the blade. What I have in here is mineral oil. You can get mineral oil at Walmart, Walgreens, whatever. Pretty cheap stuff too. I just put in this little dandy thingy thing, and I'll just put it on a napkin or a rag, or even just on the blade like so, right? You don't need much. That's way too much. Way too perfect. Just put it on there like that, right? Now you don't want the stuff dripping off there. If you're doing this, this is way too much. So just put you a thin coat, right? Mineral oil, whatever kind of oil that's food grade mostly, and just wipe it off with your t-shirt. Not your good t-shirt, not your going to town t-shirt, but your, you know, your old undershirt, your white shirt, wife beater. Do that. It's got a thin coat of oil on it, and now it's going to protect it. Also, the patina underneath of it's going to protect it from rusting as well. And, you know, every so often, just check it. Especially if you're cutting a bunch of things or it gets wet or it gets a lot of sweat on it. You want to make sure that you're doing that. And then wipe it off really good. It's that easy. And then I encourage a patina. Patina, patina, patina. If you don't say it 3 times, is it even patina? I don't think so. But I love patina, Patina Town, the Teeners, all of it. It's just pretty much a protective coat. It's a protective coat, for Pete's sake. You know, it's just a layer of oxidation. It helps, you know, get rid of the red rust. And you can just let it form naturally, or you can force it. Like I said, I don't like the forced look, mustard, vinegar, all those other stupid things. If you like it, that's fine. Everybody likes different stuff. So, you know, forced patina versus natural patina. I just like the way this looks better. I think some of the forced patinas just look a little goofy to me. They look a little, I don't know. Sorry, I had to get a drink of Laura's drink. They look a little like somebody tried to get onto the newest fad or something. I don't know. Now, where do I store this at? Never store carbon steel blades wet or in leather sheaths long term. Now, this blade right here, if you stick it in a leather slip for a long period of time, let's just say weeks or months, even years, you're going to see the bolsters, because they're nickel silver on this thing, turn pretty much goldish brown, or even black if you leave it in there long enough. Same thing like if you have a carbon steel fixed blade, you don't want to store it in the sheath unless you check it every now and then and put protective oil on it or whatever. And you can use silica packets near it, or put it in a dry storage container or something like that, if you're going to keep it in a collection. Another thing you can do is, if you're going to store it long term, let's just say you don't want any patina on here and it's carbon steel, it's going to be a safe clean. This is what you do. This is what I recommend. This stuff, Renaissance wax, microcrystalline wax polish. Now it says right here, this is refined waxes blended to a formula used by the British Museum and restoration specialists internationally. It means around the whole world, to revive and protect valuable furniture, leather, paintings, metals, marbles, ivories, many other substances, both housed and exposed to weather, freshens colors, imparts soft sheen. So, good stuff. I'll tell you about this stuff. All you have to do with it is very simple. It's just like any wax. If you're going to wax your car, put it on your little polishing cloth, wipe the whole bloody knife down. The whole thing. It's not going to hurt nothing. Like it said, they use it in wax for like paintings and everything. They use it in museums on everything. And what you'll do is you'll put it all over it. Then, just like a normal wax, like on your vehicular, you polish it off before it dries real good, or after it dries, just a tad bit, and make sure there's no residue on it. Now, this stuff smells like gasolina. That's what it smells like. It's rough. Don't use your fingers and your hands if you don't have to. Put on some gloves, something, because this will make your hands smell like straight up gasoline. Yep, but I do recommend this stuff. Pretty cool. My buddy Jesse put me onto that. He even gifted me that little tube right there. And I've used it. If you're going to store it for a long time, perfect. Now, carbon steel sometimes sharpens pretty easily. It takes a pretty fine edge. So you can get a screaming sharp edge off this thing. That being said, if you have a patina on this, or you cut food with this, at the end of the night, let's just say when you get to the house, you walk in the house and take everything out of your pockets, open up your blade, and what you want to do is just take your strop. Here's a strop I got. And it's got some diamond paste on it. And I'm just going to strop the edge. 3 or 4 passes, depending on how much patina's on the edge, because if it rusts, then your edge rusted and you've damaged it. You don't want to do that. So keep a strop handy. If you don't have one, holler at your boy. I make them. Also, stropping, it just goes a long way. I'll say that. From using up all the steel on your knife. That's the way you're not sharpening it every single night, and then you run out of steel and it's invisible. Also, just be consistent with it. That way your edge is not rusting, because it can happen. So here's some mistakes you want to avoid. Right? Leaving blades uncleaned after use when it's wet. We talked about that. Over oiling. Do not over oil. Okay? Don't leave it dripping. Also, don't leave any kind of protectant on it. And I've seen it before. I've seen it happen to entire like vintage case collections. They put all this stuff on it, this ooky goo, to protect it. Wax, beeswax, whatever they put all over this stuff, and leave it. And that way it don't rust. But then your problem is later down the line when you go to clean it off, it don't want to come off. Do not do that. Please do not do that. Don't over-roll it. It don't need to be dripping. And even wipe off your fingerprints, right? So if you put fingerprints on this and it's a clean blade, it's never been used, that can cause oxidation too. And you can clean that off with like case paste, and I'll even show you another way to do it. But here's a block I made, and I've shown this before, but what I've done here is I've got a 3000 grit sandpaper, and it's not just sandpaper, it's like an automotive polishing, squishy, spongy sandpaper. This is 3000 grit. Now this is old. It kind of looks like this brand new. See that? And on this side I have an 800 and a 1200. You're saying, what is this? Let me show you. Here it is. 800 grit squishy sandpaper. So this is for blending, this is for polishing, 1200, and then they've got a 3000 too. You'll find this in the automotive department at your local Walmart, your nice friendly Walmart, or O'Reilly Auto Parts. Ow! That's where you can find that stuff. And what I usually do is if it starts getting pitted or you even want to clean off the patina, just take this and just run it across here just like a strop. But what you want to do is keep your finger here up against the thing, put it down, pull it, put it down, pull it, and you want it straight lines. So that way when you get done, the lines are all going one way. It's kind of hard to do it like this. I guess you could if you wanted the lines going this way. But, I mean, do it my way. I'm just saying. That's a pretty neat little trick. So, just wipe it down after use. Light oil before storage. And clean it. Sharpen it. Strop it. It's really, I think I've even complicated it. And I hope I didn't. But really what I do with my knives is I just use them. Use it, wipe it down. Use it, wipe it down. If it starts getting a little dry, you see the patina drying up on it, throw some oil on there, wipe it down, close it up, store it, good to go, and you'll get a nice look of patina like this. And some people ask, how do you get that even patina? Is that what do you call it? Is it forced? No, I just use it. It's the easiest way, the best way, I believe, to have patina on your knife and keep it protected. Use the things, man. Don't be scared of them. I encourage you. Nothing like having a pocket knife with, character. And that's what this is. It's really good character. And these blades are just fun. Pride of ownership. It makes you feel like a man. Like John Wayne or something, Just saying. If you have any questions, shoot them on down in the comments. Hey, and also if you have any suggestions, if you take care of carbon steel knives, what are some of the tricks you use? What do you do? You know what I'm saying? Shoot that down in the comments too. Let's have a discussion about it. Anyways, don't forget to tell your friends, your family, your mom and them, your baby mama, your crush, your barber about Richter knives. And this is Richter. I'm out.